Well, to start the video, I want you guys to drop a comment down below what you think of my attire.
That's about typical.
What do you think? Out of 10.
It's about typical first season gun season. You strip down to anything but your orange.
Yep.
And you go in the woods because it's just not quite the right temperature yet.
Yeah, natural camouflage with my legalized orange. I mean, how much more, like...
They can't pen you for that?
No. I mean, I can't be any more one with nature than this. I mean, this is one with nature.
It was getting a little warm in here, and you could hear the sound of the air conditioner in the background, but also he just wanted to find a different shirt, and I think that's about all he found.
Yeah, I didn't want to go inside my house, which is right outside. But this was it, so... well, this is, we don't have,
April 27th.
April 27th?
Yep,
and it is, that temperature is turning around.
Yeah, finally.
And going up.
Broke.
But the wind is not going away.
Oh, no. Makes it hard to practice. And I think that's one thing we're going to be talking about is what we've been up to, and I think we've been really hardcore about practice as much as we can.
Oh man, I have not shot my bow that much in a long time.
Right, we've been putting in like 100 arrows a day at least.
Yep.
Any day we do practice.
Yeah, and honestly, I feel more confident than I ever have been.
Yeah.
We've been constantly shooting 60 plus.
Yep. I think one thing that makes it more fun and funner easier to practice is doing the little water balloons we've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
Blowing up little water balloons makes a nice little. You can size them however you want to. Well, I don't know. We make it usually about heart size for a deer,
Yep.
And makes it easier to find something to aim for. I think that really helps you key in on building that stability muscle up and stuff like that. So I've been liking it, and it's kind of cool to hear. You hit it when you're that pop.
Yeah, and that was really cool. And we have something that we are going to introduce on our TikTok. If you guys aren't following that, it's Uninfringed Outdoors. We have 2 games that we made.
Yeah.
That we're gonna share how we play it and the rules, and then we're gonna play around, and then ask everybody else to duet it and see how you guys do.
Yeah, I think it makes a fun team exercise. If you got buddies shooting with you, it just makes it more fun to actually kind of create a game out of it. Almost like everybody will do horse and basketball, or what games did we play when we were doing baseball besides home run derbies?
Yep.
I mean, you always had like a little, just hitting the ball around, playing the field and stuff like that. There's a game for everything, and so we made a little game out of the archery practice. But that I think has really helped us just really dedicate practice. Yeah,
no, I totally agree, and like I said, man, I've never been more one with the bow. I mean, it's just jiving. Everything's jiving. It's awesome, and I mean, and I think one of the biggest, most beneficial things we've done is you just went out and bought that target. The elk target.
The elk target, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. It's a 3rd scale elk target, so it's the size of a large dog. But it's got a nice 12 ring to it. Mm-hmm. So it's fun, and I mean, honestly, you and I went 3D archery shoot last week?
Yep.
And that was pretty fun. 30 targets,
Yep.
We had pretty good scores on that. It was fun to do something different than shooting at a target in your backyard.
Yep.
Having to spot that 12 ring and figure out where you're aiming at after you kind of looked at it through the binos.
Yep.
And figuring out how to dial your yardage about perfect because you're not going to have a 31.5 yard pin, so you're going to have to kind of guess. Well, that seems probably about 31.5 yards.
Yep.
So it helps you practice. It's definitely a good. It's just something different. It's nice to get out and just challenge yourself, and to know at the end of the day you've got a score on it, so you can kind of reflect on, all right, I got to really focus harder next time, or something like that. Figure out ways I can, maybe remember where that 12 ring was, because sometimes some of those targets were tricky.
Yeah,
like you couldn't even see the 12 ring through your binos.
Like the Black Panther and the Javelina. The the black targets were extremely hard to
And
figure
what
out.
really ticked me off was the small targets. The 12 ring was about the size of a dime.
Yes, like there was a stupid little squirrel.
And you shoot and you're I 12 ring that thing. No, if the 12 ring was bat bag, yeah, but the 12 ring's the size of a dime.
Yeah, typically on a normal target you would have smoked it.
Yeah.
But then we really started getting comfortable at the end of the course. Mm-hmm. Oh man, we started just bam, bam, bam. We started doubling up the 12s and.
I think what's cool about that is we complain about missing the 12 ring by a hair or something, but think about that. Putting a kill shot on a deer, you got a pretty good area for a good kill shot on a deer. And if you're trying to perfect that much, and you're not looking for, well, I'm aiming for that white dot. I'm aiming for the black crosshair on the target, a bag target or whatever. You're picking a spot on that 3D target that's supposed to simulate an animal.
Yep.
And you're getting that good at, really tuning yourself in. Man, I almost got that, in a 1 inch circle, 1.5 inch circle at 35 yards. That says wonders because the kill zone for a deer, a good shot on a deer is pretty good size compared to just that little 12 ring. So that's a good way to challenge yourself and make yourself a lot better. And I think that really helped.
Yeah,
just going to that 3D shoot.
And that really piggybacks off of aim small, miss small.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can, wherever the dot is on the animal, I don't care if it's on the butt cheek of the animal.
Yeah.
If you can hit that dot and then take that to real life hunting, and just be like, I'm going right there.
Yeah,
just picture it as your dot.
People always say pick your spot, or some people say I like to pick out a little hair or something. I don't know how the hell you're spotting a hair, but like that little. There could always be some. Oh, there's like a little fluff of fur.
Yeah, a little ruffle on it,
or something. Or this is where I was on the pronghorn one. It was where the white met the tan. The tan, and like I don't know, right in the pocket of the shoulder, pretty much, and that was perfect. Like that 12 ring. I don't remember if I hit it or not, but it gives you something to say. All right, I want that spot right there, and you're really just trying because if you focused on that little spot, you have less of a chance of screwing it up than if you're focused on the whole deer, So
and it's I don't know. That's the second time I've been to that shoot, and that's the first time you've been to that shoot. It's fun. It really is. Yeah. It's a lot of fun.
Just a local shoot in McLean County. It's pretty fun. $10 fee to get in and walk around, shoot 30 targets, and score yourself. We screwed up the scoring system, but it all worked out the same. But
well, it's such a small event that had 30 targets but 10 stations, so 3 targets per station, and we filled out only 10 things and marked 1 through 10 and marked instead of 1 through 30. But it worked out in the end. And what did you end up shooting? Like a 280, 284,
286.
Yeah, and I had a 251 or 261.
I think 261.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. It definitely gives you something to build on. Like you're like, okay, what can I do different this time?
Yep.
And I'm thinking, more and more I've practiced. What am I going to tune up on my bow? I definitely need to retune it, but I'm going to be changing arrows. I'm not going to be shooting the full metal jackets anymore.
Yep.
I want something lighter and flatter, flatter trajectory. And so I want that speed so I don't have to worry about that missing, that margin for miss.
Okay. So coming from, because your arrow we weighed it was 518 grains.
Yeah.
And coming from, what did you have any pros and cons versus a heavy? Because that would be technically a heavy arrow.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't care. I love the full metal jackets. That's something about that aluminum outside. I mean, I was more so interested in using it for hunting, but I've used lesser arrows, like just full carbon arrows for hunting before. I had plenty of success with them. Those full metal jackets hit like a ton of bricks.
Oh my gosh!
I even hit their bag target before we shot that round.
Yeah, and you went through it.
It went through it, and then I got stuck somehow.
Yeah,
lost the tip. But those things hit incredibly hard. Those full metal jackets do. I love those. And being that we're probably not going to go elk hunting this year, I'm just going to find something that shoots fast because I'm prepping for tack.
Dude, your arrow. Did you tell them what arrow you went with?
I am going with the Easton Sonics for now.
So it is a 6 mil.
Yes.
So it is a millimeter bigger than the FMJ. So that's new to you, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So
I mean, my last arrows were. I mean, my last arrows were gold tip hunters.
Which hunter's a 5 mil?
Right.
No, the XT is. I'm sorry. So yeah, okay. So you are used to the 6 mils then.
Yeah, I'm used to. Yeah.
Okay, all right. But you're not used to this light of GPI, right? Mm-mm. It was like 8.8, something like that. It's gonna be out of your bow. It's gonna be stupid fast.
I'm just kind of eager to see, because I actually have seen a video where they compared the Easton Sonics and they put them next to the Victory. Is it the
Rip XV?
The Rip XV.
I have it right there. Yeah.
So they put them next to it and they said they're both great options for switching in between shooting competition
and hunting.
Mm-hmm. And that Sonic, I think, was built pretty much for speed.
Yep.
And so, yeah, I'm just eager to see what they can do out of my bow.
Yeah, I had that.
Plus they're cheap, so if I keep breaking them off in a tree or something, it isn't that bad.
We've got a couple stuck in a tree somewhere. I mean, I overshot at which one? I was the Black Panther I overshot on. Daggum, they got a souvenir.
That's another thing that makes you dial in on the 3D is, I used the wrong pin and I shot 4 inches high.
It makes you go through your cycle.
Yeah, it's like, okay, 20, 30, 40.
Yeah.
I don't have marks on mine. I just go off the little fiber optic dots.
Because you have the Trophy Ridge React 1.
Yeah, and I could put, and it comes with tapes. I could put tapes on, but I just never really bothered to care to take the time. I don't know. So, yeah, I just go off the fiber optic dots that resemble each 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, all the way to 100, and I just go with that.
Yeah.
I will probably put a mark on there for 111.
Oh, yeah. I'm like,
111 yards, and then that's another thing we've kind of learned is adjusting for windage. What's cool on the sights these days, they have that little micro adjustment, because windy days, we just got to deal with it. We got to get the shots in, get the reps in.
Which we've been shooting on 20-plus mile-an-hour days.
Yeah, we've noticed, we got to move, a few notches, here or there to adjust for the wind. That's why I've seen videos on people shooting that tack caribou challenge. Mm-hmm. They say once you got to take a couple shots, just getting your wind right, and then you're just sending them trying to hit that ring.
Yeah, that's. I guess have we announced it? We're going to TAC 2024 in Indiana.
Indiana, yep.
So we've been talking about it. We haven't announced anything, but we are going to go there as our first.
I think it'll be a fun experience. To shoot 3D with other people.
Yep.
Meet some people. All that. It's gonna be pretty fun.
It's gonna be a really good memory.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
I think in the future I'd like to expand. Let's hit up this state too.
Yeah. Go to Oklahoma maybe.
We'll start a tour.
Unencouraged tour bus. Yeah. Yeah. No, I gotcha. And so you're using the Sonics.
Yep.
I have been using the Airstrikes, and I'm going to actually test out. I just bought a dozen Rip XVs. So I'm going to test those out. Maybe we can see how those do against each other and something like that. And because like you were saying, you've always, those two are the lightest compatible arrows for target and hunting.
Yeah,
and that's why I got the Rips, because I wanted to try those. But I'm excited to see how they're doing, and how they build out, and how they perform. Really, it's going to be exciting.
Yeah, I was definitely interested in just going back to a full carbon and just seeing what we could do with some speed. So hopefully it helps me dial in even more. I know with the more practice we do, I'm going to get more and more dialed in. I'm experimenting with my own homemade stabilizer.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to add that.
I've never been a stabilizer believer. I used to shoot, back when I was younger. I don't know what I shot when I was older. But back when I was younger, I used to shoot a little bitty limb saver stabilizer. Now I will say last time I shot better when I just took it off, threw it on the ground. I do like the sidebar still. It adds weight to counteract
the sight.
So, like, the one thing I saw John Dudley post in a video is, he likes sidebar. You use a sidebar too, because in a hunting situation, when you come to full draw, if you've got to take time and level out to get that sight level, that's time that the animal could have ran away.
That's time wasted, yeah.
So, I mean, that's what I like about that. And I've always had to take a little time and put my sight to level before I take my shot to get the most accuracy. Mm-hmm. And so, the front stabilizer, I can't say I can make a definitive answer on whether I've noticed a huge difference. It just added weight to where it fatigued my shoulder a little bit faster. Mm-hmm. That's why I did better chucking it off there. So it's here or there, but I do like the sidebar, that's for sure.
I gotcha. All right, Connor, what do you think about stabilizers?
I'm kind of with you on that one. I like the back bar, the sidebar better because Matthew, like, I've always kind of found it, a little top heavy. So putting on that front stabilizer doesn't really help. Kind of makes me even more unstable. I've always liked longer stabilizers. So, I mean, I'll probably get like, I don't know, I think I'm going to do, what is it, the micro
hex? Yeah, those ones there.
Yeah. And what's your back bar? What's your sidebar one?
Lengthwise?
Yeah.
It's an 8 and a 10. The 10's on the front and 8's on the back. I'm playing with weights.
Yeah.
I probably will personally go longer on the back, like longer than 10.
Longer than 10? I think it goes up to 15.
That's, I don't know, 12, 15 anyway.
Now, you guys are going to that Rocky Mountain Oyster Festival. What is it called?
Mountain Archery Fest.
Mountain Archery Fest. And I think you're limited on what stabilizer.
Yes.
Yeah,
you can only have a 12-inch stabilizer.
Yeah. So, that's interesting.
Which, are you still TBD on that?
On
the Mountain Fest Archery one?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, can you show up on Saturday and Sunday and shoot rather than?
I think you can. Yes. Yeah, I think you can.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know if I can take off work because if I'm going to do tack and then
that's a lot to take off.
Plus, that thing's next month or this way. Yeah, next month. It's
May 19th. Yeah,
you got 3 weeks.
Yeah, which that'll be a fun one. I don't know, man. It's just we got a lot of stuff coming up and a lot of really fun stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you go from our season's the last 5th season, and we go from turkey hunting that week before Thursday.
Turkey.
Then we end Thursday, and then Friday's the shoot.
And what's nuts is we've been all of a sudden get pictures of turkeys.
All of a sudden, we've never had turkeys on camera before, and now we're getting them like no one's business.
And that was a big Tom I got the other day.
Connor got a big old gobbler.
Yeah. That'd be cool to see if he comes out in that season.
Yeah, and I'm filming for one of you two on, when is your season?
Ours is Thursday the 9th to Thursday the 16th.
So I'll be filming Friday, or Saturday and Sunday for you guys.
2 weeks.
It's not this week. The 5th season's definitely the best season. You get longer days.
Yeah, no kidding. Mine's
if you have a job, if you have a job and you go first season, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah, mine was horrible.
Monday through Friday is the worst.
And you didn't have really many turkeys there at the time.
No.
But some reason now the same spot is gonna.
There's turkeys all over.
Yeah.
Because then, I think a month ago, I got 2 toms and a hen together.
Yeah.
And then I think that one was the 6th. What's today? The 27th.
Yeah.
It was the 22nd. I got that tom, and he was bedded with a hen. So I was like, I don't know. It'd be nice to get out there and see if we can't get something.
Yeah, definitely for a first try.
That'd be
nice. Just gotta make that arrow connect.
That'd be.
Well, we went. Me, Cage, and Braden, we shot out here just after work when we all met up here. I think it was 3 weeks ago. And we were shooting the turkey. Everybody was going for the 12 ring. I was like, I'm just going to go for the head. I just want to get the head. And I went out there. I thought I missed because it would just go straight through the rocks. And we see it launch out into the field. We go up there. There's a right arrow hole right in the middle of his head. So I thought that was pretty good. But I don't know. I'll feel comfortable with guillotines on it.
You need to order yours.
Yeah, I do. I need to get that in a turkey call.
Have you guys tested to see that arrow flies with those?
I don't know. I was going to shoot mine with a regular broadhead. I mean, that's a 2.5 or 2 inch, 2.25 inch expandable. So
I guess where would you shoot the guillotine into?
Typically, a guillotine goes.
I'm talking to practice.
Like a pillow. You'd want to hang a pillow for real, because you don't want it to go through, and the pillow is going to do the room.
Yeah.
And you have to like deep tune those, so you better get those pretty quick, because guillotine is it's like 4 extra veins on the front of the arrow.
That's what I was wondering, how they fly.
Yeah, I mean,
I've been able to take a 30-yard shot, or if it's only limited. To
I seen Chris B doing a thing on the guillotine broadheads, and he said his field points were smacking a little dot, and the guillotines were like 6 inches low right. So, I mean, that's a big... And he said he was only limited to 35 yards.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with broadheads.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Rages.
Yep.
Throw a rage in that sucker. We'll get some meat out of it.
Yeah, it's just, hey, pick a spot and don't miss.
Yeah, right.
Well, I did it with the field point, so I'm
just going to go home and practice shooting a basketball.
That's right.
What we need to do, though, is take Cage's turkey out there. It's headless, but we can take it out there.
Yeah, no kidding. But, I mean, that's just... A lot of the stuff we have rolling right now, I mean...
Food plot's looking terrible. Sprayed some 2,4-D to try and kill out the weeds and not the clover. Hopefully that works. Don't know. I might have to replant it. But got my hunting blind set up, the first tower blind out.
Oh, we haven't even talked about that.
Yeah.
Haven't even talked about that.
It's going to be pretty sweet. We're going to be doing a podcast from the blind. We don't know if we're going to do it preseason and during season, but we want to do a during season podcast in the blind. Maybe pop a doe or two while we're talking.
How insane would that be?
It'd be pretty cool. You could do a 2-for-1. You can do a podcast and do the podcast is just a scouting podcast. Yeah. Sit there in the summer. That'd be nice.
Hot. Yeah. Well, that one will be warm.
That will be shirtless in that one because it's gonna be hot.
Just be wearing my underwear.
I was thinking a bra, but
yeah, no, that'll be really cool. Which I don't know if you had any intention. Are you doing a dedicated video on that?
On the blind itself?
Yeah. Or are you gonna hold off and wait a little bit?
I'm gonna hold off.
Yeah.
Test and trial and error.
Trial and error. I gotcha.
I don't like to put a boat out that won't float.
Yeah. Have you checked it since the rainstorm we had?
I checked it that last downpour we had. And it wasn't wet. I think I texted everybody. It wasn't wet. There's just a little bit like condensation built up on the windows. And I think that might be just from humidity because I do have that vent. So humidity might be getting in there and just making stuff, dampen up on the windows. Mm-hmm. But I felt the carpet, nothing wet, nothing like that. So it's been holding true.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
And you just built the stand to get up in it, right?
Built the ladder and the platform to get up in there, so it's all ready. Just got to put a little handle up on the blind, so when you get up to the top, I do have a board you can hold on to and pull yourself up and whatnot, stabilize yourself. But I got a crapper bar that I bought from Menards. I'm just gonna bolt to the blind so you can grab.
There you go.
Something cheap. Building them as cheap as I can.
Yeah, I don't blame you. But I mean, when you guys see this, it's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
I'm pretty stoked about it. I mean, just all the shot angles, the way that Connor and I tuned that plot out. We left a little scrape tree that I hope they make a scrape tree. I'm gonna shoot them if they don't.
I'm gonna shoot them regardless.
But yeah, I just feel like it's gonna be super awesome, especially if the plot goes. Mm-hmm. But I mean, either way, I've seen plenty of tracks out there. There is like wild grass growing and stuff, so I imagine no munch on that.
Yeah.
But man, when you really vamp up a property for a food plot, you want that dang thing to grow.
Oh man!
And all the money you waste on the darn seed and stuff. Yeah. So I'm really hoping it turns out. I mean, it's just a really prime spot, I feel like.
Oh my gosh, yeah. The way you two set that thing up, oh man. It's going to be the bee's knees.
It'd be nice if you could get that other half and that one on the other side of the little pinch. That'd be nice.
Yeah, at this point, I'm thinking that's this next winter project. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, get that nice horseshoe effect. And
I mean, the one you have now is still already huge.
Yeah, right. It's 2 acres, 2 1/4.
The way it's set
Food
up.
plot? Mm-hmm. Holy moly.
The way it's set up already, I mean, you have your blind like right where.
No, I said it. I walked it off because I didn't have a rangefinder. I mean, it's a perfect 30 steps to the scrape tree, 30 steps to this edge, 30 steps to this edge because they're an animal at the edge. So anytime they go around, you're gonna be on the edge or something.
Oh, so you're a perfect 30 yards.
30 yards everywhere you go.
That's a chip. And see, that's where we've just really dialed it in.
Yeah.
I mean, we shot 30, but now we quit practicing at 30.
Yeah.
We're done. Yeah. No more.
Yep.
Because we need to keep.
We're gonna set the bar higher every time.
You know, if we end our practicing at 60 that one day.
We were shooting 65 that night, weren't we?
Yeah, we'll come back.
I 70-yard pen.
Yeah. We got a little
got to tune my stuff.
But yeah, like we've been doing, if we end at 60, we're gonna come back the next day, 50-yard warm up.
Yeah.
And move back. And then the next time we come back, 60-yard warm up and move back.
I'll tell you what, I mean, at the beginning of the year, I wouldn't have really cared to try that shot. Mm-hmm. But now, I mean, it feels so good. It's like you just watch that arrow, right where the pin was.
Well, yeah, we watch yours. You got that corkscrew effect. We got a little bit of tune.
Well, so I don't know. I've been doing some research on that. Some people say it is a visual effect because of the cock veins white and the other.
Oh, okay.
So you might get that. It looks like it's going like that because, man, I was like,
your arrow's always flied straight.
Yeah, because if it's corkscrew,
flew. Sorry.
Grammar class.
Can you spell that, please? Use that in a sentence.
R-O-C-K. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It might be a little bit off, I think, but I don't know. I don't think I'd be hitting close to where I mean, if it wasn't tuned.
Yeah, and you would hear a weird.
Yeah.
And
but that's another thing, I want to try. I'm going to try and find that perfect fletching that is not sound like a freaking 747 flying over your head.
Which mine are loud.
Yeah.
Are they not? Or whose did you think was louder, mine or Connor's? Remember from that?
I can't remember. I took a video while I was standing down towards the target and watching you guys shoot, and you don't hear the bow. That's what's crazy is nowadays bows are so quiet. I don't care about the bow sound anymore. I'm worried about that freaking arrow flying through there. It's just.
Which we need to post that video.
Yeah.
That would be cool. It's attack versus AAE.
Yeah.
So that would be a good one.
Yeah, but yours is 4 versus 3.
4 versus 3.
So yeah.
And I think mine was quieter.
Was it?
I think. But we'll see it. But like you said, I don't remember what you said. But
I'm just trying to tune my arrows to where they're quieter also, so I feel like the deer hear it. I feel like you're taking a long shot. I think you need every advantage you get. And if they're hearing a 747 come overhead, they're going to be a little concerned.
Yeah, I remember. You don't hear the bow anymore.
Yeah.
Because you were down there at, 45, 50 yards away from us?
Yeah, I think you guys were shooting 50 or 60.
Yeah, we were shooting 60, and you were 10, 15 yards from the target.
Yeah.
And you couldn't hear the bow. Oh, you literally could not hear the bow at all. You just hear the arrow.
Yep.
So, the technology in the bows to make them this quiet, for people to say they're jumping the string, maybe. I personally don't think so.
If they're jumping the string, they're so darn close, I don't think that's the issue.
I think they're jumping
if they're jumping any noise at all at a further distance, it's gonna be your arrow. Like I could honestly, I watch TV a lot of times, and I'm looking at it like that deer didn't flinch until that arrow was almost there. I know there's a certain time, but deer are quick to jump. Mm-hmm. They are fast, reflexive. So when I watched the video of the guy shooting and it ducked, and he basically hit it high. I was like, that deer didn't duck until that arrow was close.
Yeah.
I mean, so I was like, I think the deer are hearing the fletching like I am whenever I stand downrange. I'm hearing that arrow flying to the deer. Mm-hmm. What do you think a deer's thinking? Like a freaking hummingbird coming at me? Yeah. Like it's
a million miles an hour.
I think they're jumping the arrow. And that's what's crazy. Now we need to figure out how can we make that quieter. That's too dang loud.
And that's where you just got to find we're testing all sorts of veins, and we're going to go over our setups in a different podcast, but we're testing to the max this year. And you're doing something you've never done. And I haven't done it. You're noctuning, right?
Yeah, I'm going to try noctuning these bare shafts on the Sonics.
So that way they are just...
Yeah. So that way I can figure out which, they say every arrow has a... They do say, they preach on the Sonics that they have no spine. Because if you look at the Victories, they have a line on them. The spinal line. The Eastons, they preach they don't have a spinal line. You can put them any which way.
And they're going to fly the same, is what you're saying. But you're going to test that.
Yeah, I'm going to figure that out, but I also just want to know, does this arrow like to fly a particular way if it's turned this way? Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm going to have to do.
Well, that makes sense. And honestly, I'm going to do that with mine regardless of the spinal line, because I've done that on another customer that I built arrows for, and it was wrong. I shot it through paper on the spine line because he said, hey, can you just double check the noctune? I was like, sure, that's not a big problem. So I cut them all down, put all the components in, and the next day I came back and shot them, and I had to do a quarter turn away from the spinal line to get it to fly straight.
Yeah.
And it just goes to show that regardless of them taking an extra step, it's okay for you to take the extra step and check.
Yeah, and I've seen people that do it only 3 ways. That they only do it, they turn this vein out, or they turn this vein out, or they turn this vein out. Mm-hmm. So you only got three veins, three options.
Yeah.
To tune it, and I'm looking at bare shaft, noctuning first, and then I'm gonna have the fletching on. Basically, how it coordinates with that.
You're fletching right on that. Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
No helical. Doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, I don't think it matters. It'd be interesting to see if it makes more noise with or without a helical. Because I would think it creates more air resistance with the helical because you're not doing it perfectly in line with the wind stream. You're kind of going against the wind stream.
Okay, all right. Yeah, we can test that. We can test that.
Yeah.
For sure. But yeah, I mean that's kind of what we got rolling there. What else we got rolling?
Connor, you're getting ready to start trimming up some stands and stuff, right?
Yep. I got Dad's doing beans this year, so got a corner of the property that's kind of like just a whole bunch of like overgrown grass and stuff. So I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna probably weed eat it and then spray it all. I just want to cut the grass down shorter, and then I'll spray it all, kill it, and then try to get out here at the end of the month and like plant it. But right now I want to try to get out there. It's windy now. I might go out tomorrow, but I want to try and get. I've got one stand that Cage and Braden helped me put up, and it's Rhino. It's a kickback stand, and I'm gonna switch that one with the one that is in the spot now. So because that'll probably be my main, and then I have another stand that I want to get down and add it here for the film. Mm-hmm. But I'll probably use the steps over there to get higher. I want to try to get as high as I can, really.
So did you explain to me you're trying to actually come around the corner and put a stand rather than where you have had it?
So I've got the one right there. So if you're looking at the corner from the road, I guess you're saying.
And you're stand like if you look at the corner, your stand's here, and then there's another one here.
Yeah. So I've got the property. You got your corner here. I have one here, but it's in the woods, and then I got one here right on the edge, backside the creek, so that it's focusing on like this corner of the property. But I have nobody's hunted. He hunted it once, but I mean, there's so much trees in front of you. I want to get it down. This one has the comfy stand. I'm gonna take it down, and I'll switch the stands, and then I have a stand like 80, 90 yards down this way that I'm gonna take down and bring it over here and add that as the film stand. So there's not going to be a stand down here. There will be a stand here if I want to sit in the woods, or there's going to be a stand here off the creek to watch that corner because it's going to be beans. And then Dad and I were talking, we're probably going to do a clover and chicory or something like that. Just sit clover right there. So it's going to go beans, clover. Whenever the beans go down, they're still going to have the clover to hit.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, that stand's perfect because, I mean, that's right where the buck I shot, that's right where he popped out. And a lot of deer, they love the corners of the fields and everything, and that's a perfect pinch point because it goes from passing from our neighbors, passing the creek, and there's a trail, and they always lead out and come out to the field. I mean, you guys saw the photos I had last night. I mean, there was literally like 7 does right there about to walk out. So I want to get there because that'll be my main spot this year to trim up the trees, and I'll have to access will be tricky because I don't want to walk down the bean field, so I'll probably have to walk down like a quarter to halfway, and then there's a little CRP patch, not CRP but like grass type, and I want to go into there and create a trail all along inside. There's like a little 20-yard tree line. I want to go right down the middle of it or somewhere over, and I want to access down the trees into that stand because there's a perfect trail. There's just so much brush. So I want to get that access to there, and then I'm going to take incognito, which is the domain grass, and I want to just throw it on the edge of the trees so then they can't see me walking through it. Mm-hmm. That's what my plan is. I want to be able to, that'll be like probably the only stand I'll hunt this year is just that stand right there. And then, I mean, because I didn't hunt the other property that much last year. I'll go out there to like film or like take read or something, but that one's gonna be like a big stand for me this year, trying to focus in on that. So I mean
I gotcha.
We saw how the beans were behind our other property. Mm-hmm. The buck's in there. I'm hoping.
No, it's corn this year, isn't it?
The back one is, yeah, but the one where I'm setting the stand up this year is beans. Mm-hmm. So I'm hoping I can get something early. I'm not gonna pass up any does. I got a lot of footage of me passing up does.
Yeah, that's one thing we're going to be doing.
We're going to be slapping does.
Yeah.
Got too many does.
I think my plan for this year is probably sit out there. Sucky thing is it can't go out until I think it's like the 6th or the 7th, unless you want to take off work because it starts on an opening season. It's like a Tuesday, I think. So that kind of sucks. But I'll probably go out there that weekend, and then maybe the next weekend, I don't know. But then after that, I'll probably only hunt that opening weekend, and then I'm going out and probably hunting one of the public lands until 3rd and 4th season of October to the end there. Then I'm just gonna hit it hard because I want to see what it's like early season there. I want to see what's acting. I want to see what's behind me on the creek. I want to see what's over here. Hopefully I can get something. Then after that I want out, and I'm gonna go one of the public grounds. I mean, probably go to the one over there that we scouted, and probably set up there for until the end of October, and then go right back
to the public ground.
Public ground for
you guys public ground until the end of October comes around, and then come back.
Then jumping back, yeah.
But I mean, we're also trying to hit up, trying to get a lease. You know.
Yeah, we're still fighting for that.
Trying to find one that's not too out of budget, even though everything's out of budget.
We found one that was like for $5,000, but it's like they're only allowing one
hunter.
Yeah,
right. And then the other one, just have to ask. This other one's like, you can have 3 hunters, but it's $5,000 a person. I don't know.
I guess we just all go by the same name.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm the hunter. I mean, they're gonna be like, is he the one hunting? I'm like, yes, I am. But speaking of tree stands, me and you need to get out to the old property and friggin' finally trim our stand that we hung last year.
Was it last year we had a deer go by? We couldn't see it.
Yeah, we couldn't see it, but we heard him.
Hear that?
We heard him clogging through there.
We missed an opportunity too on a buck we called Brownie.
We haven't seen him in 2 years.
Yeah, and we went out there, and I was actually like, I didn't really want to go out there at like 1 o'clock. I was like,
I know, right? It's so messed up. That's one reason I built that blind. Is there's always those times I don't really want to go out. You get that lazy hunting thing going on. Like, man, do I really want to go out? I want to go hunting, but it's like raining or something like that. And then you get people sending pictures of the monsters they shot, and you didn't go out.
Like, yeah, and that's the thing. Is like it was like 1 o'clock, and Cage is like, all right, let's go. I'm just like, you want to wait till like 3? And I was like, come on, man. So, I mean, obviously, we went to Casey's. That's just
when it's prime time, I want to get out there.
That's the thing. It was like an earlier. It was just at the peak of, not peak, but right before prime time.
Before or after Bully?
After.
No, this was before.
Was that before? After Throat Munch got smacked?
It was after because you got your deer and then you came and filmed me.
That'd be right.
It was after.
Yeah, there was snow on the ground.
Yeah, there was snow on the ground. It was after that, and I was sitting there, and we're doing our intro, and you hear crunch, crunch. I was like, "What is that?"
We were gun shoot. No, we weren't.
Yeah. No.
Yes.
I was in my bow. I remember that.
I had a gun.
You had a gun. I had my bow.
That's right.
And we went out there, and I see a doe, and then a spike. I was like, "Oh dang!" And then I'm like, Cage didn't know at the time.
I couldn't see it.
And then he's looking at me. He's filming. He's like, what is it? I was like, oh, it's a spike. There's a doe. He's like, oh, okay. I was like, dude, it's Brownie. And, I mean, he buffed into like a big, like 11, 12 pointer.
And Connor's sitting here yelling at me. I'm like, where's this deer? He's like, it's right in front of you.
20 yards.
I'm like, what are you saying?
20 yards, broadside, behind a brush pile.
In those stands that we put, like, to the freaking
like
clouds.
40 feet in the air?
Yeah.
You guys just need to get, like, a regular ladder for us, dude.
We're going to fix that.
You know what? The only reason that one was kind of funky tree to get into in the first place. So we made it the way we made it. But I'm always used to people coming from a place, people stole my stands. So I made it hard for people to get in there.
It's hard to get up there.
Like, I did my yoga before I went and climbed that stand.
No kidding.
I didn't. Because I think I got stuck between one tree to the other. But no, and he came out there probably 20 yards broadside behind brush pile. He was there for 15 to 25 minutes, somewhere around there. And I'm sitting, and we thought he was gone.
Why? It's so funny.
You didn't see him?
No, I couldn't see him. I was sitting like this, and Connor's here, and the deer is over here, like directly to my left.
Broadside.
Connor can see him through this evergreen patch. I can't see. I can't even see feet.
One key takeaway, folks. Don't procrastinate. Get your damn tree stands trimmed up.
Yeah, do not do what we do and be like, we'll get it when we come out. Just trim it when you hang it. Of course, we hung that at like 12.
It was dark when we were done. We were sitting there. We heard noises. Oh my!
We better get out of here. We may or may not have held hands on
the trimming trees really screwed over twice, really, for your guys' stance. Because opening day, when we all went out there, I texted, "Hey, there's a giant 8-pointer right in front of me." Like, he walked right in front of you, and you guys only had this little tiny hole. And I was like, maybe...
That's what you get for hunting our stands.
Yeah, get out of there, farmer.
Maybe if I was doing an attack archery challenge, I could have hit that.
That's about the shot you're going to get, so...
But, and he was there, probably 30 minutes, Brownie was. And I was like, all right, he gone. And then we're looking there, and I hear crunching. I see him walking away, and I was like, all right, that's cool.
I didn't want to shoot you anyways.
Yeah, you can... I'm selling my bow.
It just wasn't meant to be.
Yeah,
I guess. Come back here.
And then I did find out recently, Dad told me, the neighbor of that property.
Of the old one?
Yeah, the neighbor. Dad said he went out there and he was looking at it and he marked lines and property stuff.
Oh, the new property, okay.
No. That guy also did that, but this is still the old property.
The guy that drives the golf cart?
Yes.
Okay.
He went out there, and apparently there's property lines. You know how he had the styrofoam ones?
Yeah.
There's new ones, and he put it even farther back towards him.
Cheap.
So now you have more.
Oh!
Yeah.
Very nice.
So he's surveying for you.
That's exactly what my Onyx says.
Like, I'm talking...
Because it used to be, he like...
He was right on
us.
us.
Onyx, granted, it's not accurate 100%, so he was definitely fudging his line a little bit.
Oh,
So
yeah.
from where his
It
lines
means a
are...
lot when you're hunting deer.
Yeah, it's like...
Like, I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but it's a lot. He took you 30 yards more.
Oh, son of a gun.
So
now we're in the evergreens.
honestly, now...
Yeah, we need to move.
Yeah, so he took you apparently back. I haven't been out there to see, so it'd be nice to.
I'll investigate.
He took it back to... I mean, because you can even, like, right where the one guy had his stands that he never took down,
Yep.
you have that. So
are the old styrofoams up that I need to take down?
take a baseball bat out there.
I need to take the old styrofoams down.
The old stuff's still up there?
We'll take our bows. That's archery practice.
No, but remember the corn stand?
Yes.
So that one's moving.
Is it now?
We're going to move it down towards that line.
Are we doing the plot?
Yeah, we're going to move the plot too.
Yep.
Move the plot further down because it's just...
We did a video on that plot, didn't we?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Dad's taking the tower blind that's down there. And he is hitting the corn stand where you are. But right when you come down the trail, and you've got the RV trail like this, okay?
Where they intersect?
Yes, like so you come down the trail, and then you got the food plot going like this, and then there's this little pinch of woods right here that go all the way up the trail now.
Yeah.
He's putting it either there. I think he's put it back up into those woods a little right there.
Yeah, I don't like that. That probably won't happen.
Well, it's not.
Well,
Yeah,
it needs to
I'll
happen
probably
soon.
stop that.
It needs to happen soon if it's going to happen.
Yeah, if it's-
Last time
yeah.
it happened too late.
Because he's going to put it somewhere around there.
Yeah, I don't really like that.
I mean, at least you get to sit in a tower blind.
Yeah. But
We still got that one blind out there, that titty weed. The
tide we won. I don't know how it's holding up. I haven't been out there to mow yet.
Oh my.
Oh.
Now it's gonna start growing.
Oh, I bet it's 18, 20 inches tall right now.
That's something I'm stoked for. What happened?
That's it. That's the food plot.
When were you out there?
April 17th.
Get out of there.
To change Dad's camera.
You don't do that.
You said you weren't going out to that property anymore.
And that's my food plot?
That's the food plot. So.
What do you mean the?
It's the food plot.
Alright, well it's growing.
Yeah, it is.
That's a good thing. Of course it's gonna get, I'm tilling it up anyway, so.
Was that trailer still back there when we did
No,
that?
he got the trailers ripped out.
When we did the food plot. Was it still out
yeah,
there?
it was there then. Because they tracked over the food plot.
Oh yeah. That's why it didn't grow.
Yeah. I actually went out there to that trailer, and I physically grabbed it.
Oh, okay.
And went boom and just threw it.
Well, that's one thing I'm getting more excited to do is start doing some of that scouting.
Yep.
See what's because now that new property, you can sit on you can probably park on the edge of the road, scout it from the road.
Yeah, and see
I did that all the time.
That's something we're gonna get bigger into, scouting, because now we have a spotting scope now. And
that's nice.
That we can we can attach to our window and look, or we can attach to a tripod.
I have an order of heat-seeking missiles coming.
Yes, nocturnals, heat-seeking nocturnals.
I remember Cage's his spotting scope. I was like, "Hey, can I come grab it?" He said, "Sure," and I took it out there from like 6 to 7:45 or something like that. Like right as the corn was probably, I don't know, waist high.
Well, that was the thing about last year, though. Right at prime time to see your bachelor groups, it got too tall. Mm-hmm. And then now we got beans. We can see those racks.
That's one thing I loved about that new property is when we put up those cameras. I had a bachelor group of probably 4 or 5, and they were all shooters.
That's something I just feel like we're gonna be more into it than ever this year. I mean, it's just going. We're just going balls to the walls.
We might actually, we're gonna probably have to try and capitalize on those bachelor groups before they turn into, the
just be out there. Yeah, I mean, gosh, it just always sucks to tag out too early.
Yeah, right.
It's just
that's the thing. I mean, that's the other thing you said earlier, getting a lease out of state in case you do tag out.
Yeah, hey, you can always schwack those, so that's a good thing.
Yeah,
because I mean that bachelor group, he's got your buck. He's got one that's his. I mean, he just goes straight out, and then he cuts in it's huge wide, and then there's.
What if that's pencil or paper mate?
What from over there?
Paper mate's over here.
Oh, I'm thinking of LP. My bad.
Yeah, LP.
And then you got that one, and then you got the one I was after, which is the super like he's.
Which really looks a lot like the one we've been after.
Yes, he
looks a lot like him.
I'm confused.
There's 2. Well, he only got throw punch is the one that me and you were after.
Yeah.
There was another one that looked like him that was pretty much the same caliber.
So that's the thing, though. That's what's exciting about it. You don't even know if those deer are around this time.
Yeah, who knows?
And now you don't know until August you get to see.
And I don't know, because it's like, I don't know how the big people, like the big wigs, like, I'm just not naming these people specifically, like Jury Outdoors, like that size of people can be like, oh, this deer, he's just got his nubs, but that's the one I've been after for 2 years. I'm like,
you got that left butt cheek.
You got that. Yeah, it looks like he's in the middle of the property right now. I'm like, what are you talking about, Dad? You got these things GPS tracked or something?
But no, I want to try to get those stands trimmed because I don't want to be out there at all in like September. Obviously, I don't want to be there July, September.
Yeah, we just need to let our stuff sit.
Yeah,
that's why I want to try to get everything done now, even in the bad conditions. Get done, and then I would just want to spend a lot of it just scouting, and I want to see, because I wish I would have known where the buck came out when I shot him. I wish I knew, because I was just on Facebook Marketplace.
It's a dangerous thing.
That is a dangerous thing.
Yeah, it was bad. Like, I was sitting there, and all I saw was rack. So I wish I would have known. That's why this year, I've always said I wanted to, but I really never actually did. It was try to figure out, like, where
they're coming in and out.
Their routes.
Yeah, the routes.
I would always say, yeah, I mean, let's go do that. It's like, I never really actually was like, all right, I'm going to go really figure out where they're all coming from. So that's what I need to do this year is really focus, because I'll be in that corner all the time and trying to get different deer, and I don't know, I guess see what kind of happens.
Yeah, just really learning your deer, what they're doing, and the routes they're taking and everything. And of course, we got your entire place set up still.
Yeah,
you got stands to hang.
I got one stand up there and a tower blind so far, and I've got a lot of stuff I want to do out there. More food plotting and stuff. I want to do more of like a brassica plot in June, and that was Little Bowl, and then I might put up a tree stand in the Super Bowl. The big bowl that Connor and I just ripped it out and everything. So yeah, there's definitely some stuff, some money to be spent. Definitely gotta get some stands going. That's for sure. I wish I could do more blinds, but I don't know if I can afford to build them. I have time to build them. Who knows? But definitely got to get some more 2-man stands out, or 2 stands out there, so we do filming and stuff.
Filming and everything, and yeah.
I do. What I want to try. I mean, if Braden gets to it, I mean, I don't really care. He can have that side because that's the side he's been hunting is down there by that road. But when I first went out there to look at that property, I noticed like the potential of really getting into saddle hunting and everything there. So I want that one corner to be my stand. Like I'll sit there, but if you come off the north side of the property, off the road, there is a big old water hole, and then the rest of that is just tall trees, kind of on a hill. And it's just a huge open trail that leads to the water hole where they cross. And I thought you're off the road, not far, but you could saddle hunt that, and I feel like that'd be pretty cool because, I mean, the bucks are coming from our property to this property, so they're coming somewhere. So it'd be kind of cool to get up in there. I mean, I get out of the property real quick, so I'm not scared of the dark,
Yes. But
I don't know. I think there's a lot of stuff I could be doing at that place that I'm pretty excited for. And I guess this year would be my first food plot that I've done. I mean, I've stole Cage's throwing grow before, and that didn't work.
He goes against stealing my stuff.
I took the Great 8, but what's the brand? Is that
Antler King?
Yeah,
Antler King, yeah.
I took that last year because it was on sale at Farm and Fleet for like $15 for a half an acre bag. So I was like, okay. So I took that, and I mean, I planted it very late, and it's just not grown, so it's nice. It was. I think I threw that thing out in because, man, you guys, this was when you two were hunting together, and you guys had got to Casey's at like 1 o'clock one day. I think you went out there.
In the morning?
No.
Oh, I was about to say, no way did we sacrifice that much sleep.
No, I'm pretty. You guys, because I went to a football game, and I saw you guys at Casey's at like 1 o'clock, and I just don't remember if that was before or after the bully buck.
We were out early for the bully buck.
That would have been before, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, because that was playoff time for them. So yeah, that would have been before.
Of course.
That's the day I threw it because you let me use your e-bike, and that was amazing. I had a buck on my back and a bag in the front.
No, he didn't. He had all his tags at the end of the season.
Fake buck. I mean,
but no, dude, I think bouncing off all that other property we got here, is gonna be
the property we picked up last year. I'm really interested to see how we can hone in on those bucks, especially with it being beans this year instead of standing.
Oh my gosh, that's gonna be crazy.
Because you just never know when harvest is gonna happen, so it kind of.
And he was a late harvester.
Still everybody kind of was, and still it kind of screws you or it kind of helps you. So at that time it screwed us, So
yeah, and now we can just see what's moving.
yeah, we can get back there in a certain spot, watch with the binos, see what unfolds.
well, now you guys don't have to access from the south side. You
We can just access it when the beans are up.
Yeah, because that was your guys' big problem was accessing from the south side.
Dying from heat exhaustion.
He pinched his balls. What an idiot. Didn't I add any of them, bud?
I got caught in the zipper.
Yeah, but the access is going to be key.
And then I don't know if we're wanting to tune up some extra stand stuff going on out there too, or not.
I think we should probably try and venture in that bedroom.
At least close to it. I mean,
Close
you guys
to it,
do
not
need
get-
to-
Or there's that patch when you're coming from the north. That patch.
That's... Yeah.
Well, you guys still need to trim
There's
up.
that patch of trees that seems like they went through a lot. All the way up, almost to where we parked.
Mm-hmm. But isn't that the other guys?
No, that still is.
That still have? Okay.
The other guy is on the other side of the fence row.
Don't you guys still need to trim up the
Everything? Yes.
house side of the trees? Like where you can see all the the houses over there?
There was a
Because
few things we needed to
You couldn't
do.
shoot the bully buck that day because of all the trees.
Yeah.
Of course, that spot was kind of a saddle-only kind of thing.
It is. That's what we set it up with was the saddles. I mean, we could probably put stands in there, but what's the point?
Yeah. Obviously, you can tell how much we remember. Our saddle stuff is still sitting sitting out there.
Platform and steps are still out there.
And my arrow is still stuck in the ground. I gotta get that.
Nice.
We hadn't even got our cameras.
No?
Oh yeah, I stole those, by the way.
Dang.
I just went out there.
I could probably restart my thing and start getting photos.
Yeah, here soon enough we'll be putting them back in.
Putting them back out. Here, I'll probably put mine back out here in the next month or two.
I've had mine out since March. I just don't know why.
Mine never got taken out since last season.
I will
send
say
you pictures of raccoons.
I will say one thing that really was pretty kind of got my eye is seeing how big the deer antlers are, or the nubs are right. I had one. I think it was March, right? Yeah, April. Yeah, it was very beginning of March. I had one, and his nubs were already about the size right there, and I was like, "Whoa, he's gonna be big."
And then there was still deer holding.
Yeah,
that was weird.
That was kind of scary.
You had the one holding, right?
Yeah.
That just kind of makes me nervous.
But I've had pictures. I mean, I think it was 3 weeks ago or something of deer with freaking nubs too.
I mean, if they grow late, I mean, we can get a velvet deer. That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be sweet.
Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah.
That would be
freaking messed up, but I don't know if that's possible or not. I'm sure it's been done in Illinois. Very rare, but
maybe illegal, maybe illegal. I don't know.
I don't think it is.
That'd be pretty crazy if we got a velvet deer in Illinois.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Then next you just need elk in Illinois.
There was one in Springfield, but it's gone now. So.
Poor Chuck.
What else do we have? I mean, gone over about everything we've got rolling for the year.
Yeah, I mean, really the only thing next coming up would be getting stands ready and turkey season. Me and you got our turkey season, so that'll be pretty nice.
Just practice is all we're doing.
Yeah, I mean, we're
Shoot
practicing
when we can and
more than we ever have.
Dialing in the bows and arrows and and then
Really putting these lifts to the test.
Stoked to see how we can do it tack.
Yeah, I still get excited just hearing about it.
Yeah,
like such a huge event. We're gonna meet a lot of really cool people. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people want to meet us.
Yeah,
I'm kind of upset of how I signed up for that one over here in Illinois. Cause
that was an accident.
Well,
I told him to sign up for Total Archery Challenge, and he signed up for the Mountain Archery Fest. And he's like, "All right, I'm in." I'm like, "What?"
So I spent $400 on 2 archery tests. It's whatever. But not even that. I totally forgot about the 5% discount. There's a code you could have used, and that one really made me mad.
So, yeah, but no, it's gonna be a really cool year. A lot of cool stuff we got rolling. See how it all plays out, but yeah, I guess our big thing for this one is just practice.
Yeah.
Get out, shoot those bows, and
until it's time to scout.
Yeah, then you quit practicing completely.
Tack will be happening when it's time to scout.
I know. We're gonna have to choose what we're doing.
What?
Are we doing tag or are we scouting?
Both. We'll do tack that weekend and scout the rest in my new truck.
Yes, so we're taking a flatbed down, so we can load the truck up.
Yeah.
Obviously, because
I won't put any miles on it, bringing it home.
Yeah, I don't. Wearing bugs on the shield and hurting my brand new wrap job. I just don't want to do that.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, I debated walking there, so I just drive the new truck back.
It's probably smart, really. It is a area this year, so.
Yeah, be the nice air conditioned seats, that hot August summer.
Get all up in that swamp. A little bit of swamp but you got going on.
A little bit of swass.
Woo! That's gonna be warm when walking through the woods shooting bows.
Oh man. Oh, if anybody doesn't know that who's going to tack, actually I'm not gonna tell you. I don't want you guys to find it.
What?
The Hoyt.
Oh yeah. Well, they did that. They just did that in the Texas one, right? This weekend.
I would have to assume they would do it again.
I didn't see anything posted about the last one.
No, they bring it better.
Hoyt
hit a brand new RX-8 Ultra carbon in the course, and if you found it, you got to keep it.
Yeah.
And if I could just walk up to the stand and take one. I get that. but finding it on the court,
more interesting when it's like an Easter egg hunt.
Yeah, I'll have out there. Beep, 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 beep. Brandon won't shoot a single arrow. He'll be like,
I'm gonna take my thermal binoculars. But,
shoot!
It'll be right when you walk in to the course. It's just right there.
It's gonna be the one that's
somebody dropped their bow.
It's gonna be the display one on top of their stand.
Found.
Whose is this?
Sir,
No.
that's yours. Oh, okay.
Okay,
I don't want.
Get serious. Oh gosh, dang it! What do we have for time?
Time for Teletubbies.
You're at just over an hour.
But
About an hour.
was the interesting thing though? You said you mentioned and showed me that video where they abused.
Oh yeah.
And then turned it into social services. The Hoyt, what was it called?
RX-8 Ultra.
Yeah, they ran it over the truck.
Ran it over the Raptor, Ford Raptor.
Velociraptor.
Yeah, rawr. And then
threw it. They hit
it and accidentally dropped it.
Yeah, they dry fired it 3 times.
And it was still shooting groups.
Yeah,
like that.
I'm not here to testament for any brand, but I've always wondered how much abuse can a bow take, because it's all down to a thing with strings on it, and that's
And the running it over thing, and they didn't hide nothing.
Yeah, it was all right.
He straight up ran it over.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to see that. I don't know if I'd personally myself trust
shooting that. Yeah,
for too long after I did that.
And he hurt the shelf on the side. He bent it in, so I don't know. Obviously, that weakens the product,
right.
But I don't know how much. But to see that it still performed,
right. It still shot well.
Was pretty impressive.
Yeah. I've always kind of wondered what can a bow take, so it's just kind of interesting to see that somebody would be, just throw one through the ringer and shoot it, and because you kind of think, well, what if I'm ever out and drop my bow from my tree stand, or like if I fall down the mountain and I still have to shoot the oak. So, or if I used it to climb down the mountain, then
I actually had a customer call me, and he has a brand new Hoyt Alpha X, which is the aluminum version of the RX-8 Ultra. And he said he dropped it out of his tree. And he said he went home and shot it 6 inches low right.
Really? Did he notice anything out of whack with it?
His timing was horrible. When he pulled it back, he had a lot of sponge in his wall.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was bad.
Did he take the sponge out?
Yeah, he took it to, I think he took it to Shields or whatever, and he got that little sponge up out of there. But, I don't know. That's one thing. That's just out of a tree.
Yeah,
these guys ran it over.
I'm pretty sure a Matthews V3 can handle it.
Okay, buddy.
The guy borrows a guy's bow and drops it out of the tree stand.
I may or may not have been the guy that
shot the bully buck. Was that before or after? Right after you shot?
Oh, that was definitely before.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Was that right?
That was after, because I was like, hey, we need. Or you were like, hey, let's just back out.
Yeah.
And you said, let's just be quiet as possible. And I dropped the bow. I'm like, I'm like, this is definitely being quiet. And the buck is bedded 45 yards away.
Right. Yeah, that's amazing what things can happen when you're in the tree stand or out of the tree stand.
And yes, obviously I looked right at Brandon and I was like, please don't scream at me.
Please don't just cut my saddle strap.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that took down the resale value.
Good thing we're not going to resell it now. But no, that's just, it's a tool, so it should be able to take abuse.
Right. Yeah, I've always thought, I'm not going to treat these things like they're,
like
precious,
a baby. Yeah.
Even though they pay a precious penny for them.
I'm going to put it through the ringer, and it needs to be able to.
I need it to last me a lifetime, and if I can't do a couple things to it, you dropped yours the other day when we were shooting target.
I dropped my lift. I had it hanging on by my release. I don't know what I did. It popped off my release and just went onto the ground. There was mud all up in it, and I was like, well, I'll give it a rip, I guess.
I think I was having problems with mine. I just threw it on the ground. I got pissed off and threw it on the ground that one time we were shooting. So
I mean, they're a tool. If they can't take the beating, why am I buying it?
Yeah, it works. It does fine.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's just a little left now, but
you account for it.
yeah, you kind of just. But no, is that everything we wanted to touch on? Or is there anything else?
I think that's about it. I mean, that's about kind of just going over what's going on.
Yeah.
Tuning in, and as it starts to get warmer, things will start warming up.
Yep.
Get things firing.
Oh, elephant in the room.
There's an elephant. Oh,
We got a new logo.
new logo. And with that, we're going to be launching some merch.
Yes.
Not exactly sure how soon it'll be coming out. We're going to start flashing some shirts, hats,
Yep.
boots, and pants.
So I guess everybody could comment what they would like to see if
Probably no banana hammocks.
not yet.
That's for me.
Yes.
Not for me. We're not there.
Because we only make them in XL sizes for me and
We have to test the gear before we throw it out there.
yes, and you're getting the ones that I tested, so you know what I'm
He
saying?
currently has poison ivy.
I do have poison ivy, so just wash it before you put them on. I don't want to get you infected.
Try some Clorox bleach, and if that doesn't work, burn them.
Send them back, please. Send them back. I'd like them back. They're only an extra small.
No, that's actually a good idea. I kind of want uninfringed outdoor boxers.
Boxers?
Oh, box. I thought you were going to say banana hammock. I was like, all right.
Yes, that too.
But no, comment down below what some ideas you'd like to see, and maybe we can we can get some stuff rolling. Yeah,
Yeah, Chewbacca.
and see what we can get going. But we're gonna do some hats, shirts, maybe some sweatshirts closer to
Yeah. When we get closer
colder.
to sweating.
Yep. But
And I think we're doing arrow wraps and
oh yes, that's
stabilizer
right.
wraps.
We have arrow wraps and what do we call them? I don't think we should. Can we say that?
I mean, I don't know. I don't think we have a name for them yet.
Yeah,
but,
we should wait. We'll wait. But no, we got arrow wraps and stab wraps.
Yeah.
And all that. So that'll be pretty cool. And we'll build your arrows for you. So
Yeah. Ruthless Archery built some arrows with those wraps on them. If you want those wraps,
get them shipped out. And it'll be
the 12 ring in no time.
That's right. I mean, automatic aimbot. You don't even have to pull your bow back. Just boing, there it goes.
You actually just make eye contact with the deer.
You say that one more time? Sorry, I had you muted, Chewbacca. But, no, so yeah, we got the new logo. Arrow wraps are being made right now. Stabilizer wraps are being made right now. We're getting in touch with our local...
I'm not touching anybody, don't
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't touch you. It'd be a little weird.
Bro. We don't touch people.
Soon enough, we're going to start doing that 111.
Yeah, that's
Back
right.
shot.
That's right.
Over the target it goes.
Woo! Hey, over means I'm just that much better. I need to go up to 125.
That's right. And then if you go over 125, you go out to 140.
If I go over 111, I should already be missed.
Did they do a 211 tack shot or 111 tack shot?
Because I was practicing 211.
Yeah. Dang it.
Sponsor me.
Yeah, but no, that's what we got. We got rolling.
Spring's here, so we're just getting her going. I mean,
Yeah,
things are starting to fire
just
out.
ramping up, and
Yep.
so. But no, we're getting in touch with our local. What do you call that?
Who? The door?
Den Graphics or whatever.
The graphics team.
Yeah,
they're gonna basically embroider and screen.
Yeah,
for us.
all of our clothes. So whenever we start wearing it, we're gonna do small batches.
Yep.
Really small batches at a time.
Yeah, when that time comes, we'll tell you where to go to purchase some merch.
Yep. But we are gonna start getting it out there for everybody. So
Yep.
it'll be super super cool.
For all 40 of you that really want it.
64.
64. We appreciate it.
64.
Listen.
Holy cow.
Almost able to be monetized.
Slow it down.
I'm gonna need a
4
couple.
subscribers, 1.4 thousand views. Something's not adding up here.
If that's the case, then if we got 64, I think we're gonna have to do like a June calendar.
Wait, we need a A calendar now?
Yeah, we need to do a calendar.
Each person poses.
On your fridge calendar coming December.
Banana hammock.
Yeah, that's right. We have a picture of you in a banana hammock.
You got 500 acres.
Orange only days.
Yeah, but no, that's what we got rolling for the 2024 season at the moment. We've got some this next podcast. We got some juicy stuff we're going to talk about. And
we also got some freaking awesome videos coming up.
Yes, we do.
We got our hands on a PSE not too long ago.
It may or may not be on the ceiling.
It was disappointing, but I'm going to tell you which way it was disappointing.
Yeah, it was.
It was disappointing.
Yes.
Kind of pissed me off a little bit.
It pissed me off a little bit too.
Overall good bow.
Overall good bow. But there is some editing I got to do because we got the decibel reader.
Yeah.
And so we had a freaking lot of takes on that just to make sure it was everything was right, and we come to a consensus that it was correct.
Yep.
On everything. So
that was one weird thing to get used to, figure out.
The decibel.
How to do the decibel reader, and then the impact of the target messing with the reading.
Yeah, we found out that you had to hold your hand, and but I bet if the target was further down.
Yeah, I think next time we'll open the door, shoot the target as it's out of the building.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
And do decibel reading out of that way. Just have a controlled environment, really.
Yeah. No, but it was definitely not what we would have expected. So, which I'm in the middle of editing out right now. It'll be up here really, really soon. And then we also have the Matthews video getting ready to be up.
Matthews to
Hoyt Grizzly. But no, that one's getting ready to be up. And then we've got a lot of other really cool videos that you guys are really going to enjoy. Coming down the pipe. So, I guess with that, just make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share to your mother, sister, brother, cousin.
Everyone.
Literally everyone. If they say they don't know who we are, you know what to do from there.
Yeah, everyone should be subscribed.
Yes.
Get a tattoo of us.
On your left butt cheek.
If that's taken, move to the right.
Yes.
If that's taken...
that away.
The middle.
All up on your back.
Yes, only special people can see those.
Once the back's filled, you move to the front.
Yeah, that's right. It's just everywhere, just unfriended. All right. We appreciate it, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Is he doing a joke?
Oh yeah. Hold on, let's hear a joke.
Hold on.
Where's the joke?
All right.
Did you get one? Do you have one?
You use your
all right, let's hear it.
memory?
Yeah, it's we're keeping it short.
All right.
Oh boy.
Like I'm talking short.
Physically and emotionally.
Emotionally hurt. Alright. I'll ask you. I want to see what you guys say, okay?
Yeah, let's hear it.
What did the doe say when she came out the woods?
She probably blew. I mean, they always win you. It's like you don't think I see you?
I don't know what.
Just picture rut time, I guess.
What did the doe say? What did the doe say when she came out of the woods?
Yeah.
I could take this a million directions, but what's
right?
The
exactly. Like mine's going millions of directions.
Like, are we being dirty? Or?
Yes.
Yes. Being dirty?
Yes.
It's definitely along the lines of some antlers, I'd have to say.
It is.
It doesn't say antlers, but it involves antlers.
I would have to say, like, horny or something.
I don't know.
That's the last time we do that for $2.
Jeez.
I gotta love double teaming.
Alright, that wasn't that dirty. I was thinking, woo! Right down the gutter in the toilet, out the sewer. I mean,
dirty. I was thinking it was, yeah.
I was thinking we're about to bleed this out.
New joke. Family friendly here, brother. Listen, brother. But nope. Well, we'll see you guys next time.